my internet, now my Google image search history is just me asking Google what certain fruits and vegetables look like. Because my girl sent me to the store for them and I can't remember what they look like. But the hardest part of trying to remember what a zucchini looks like, trying to figure out how to spell zucchini. So you can look up how it looks. It's rough. It's great though. My girlfriend and we recently did one of those, I guess those float Spokane things, that float thing. Have you seen that? Have you guys heard of that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You get in, for those of you who haven't, it's like, you walk in, it's like a spa treatment, right? You walk in, you don't get a massage, and you get in this big pod thing. And it has a bunch of salt water, and you sit there and you float in the dark, right? It's supposed to be very relaxing, very nice. My girlfriend's mother got us gift certificates to go do this for Christmas. So she says, Ryan, we got these float Spokane things. And I go, okay, like, I'm not a big fan of water, tight spaces, or my own naked body, but we'll give it a shot because I love you. So we show up, and as soon as you walk in the door, they're very nice. It's like a spa, very nice, very welcoming. You know, hey, welcome to Float Spokane. If you haven't done this before, like, go ahead. We'll give you this tablet. We'll give you these headphones. Just watch this little video and start relaxation. Go in the quiet room. So I go in, sitting there with my, with the tablet and the headphones, and it's like an 8-minute video. So like 2 minutes in, I'm like, hey, does this thing have a Wi-Fi password on it? I gotta download some apps. On the tablet, this thing doesn't have a waterproof case on it. How am I gonna use this in the pod? I want to record a podcast. Get it, podcast? I'm like, all right, this is the quiet room. I'll say again. So they sent me in, and you go and you lay down in this pod. So I lay down and they say, don't, shave your legs before you go in, cover up any cuts you may have on your body with this jelly we have. They should mention chafing. It's very uncomfortable. It was as comfortable in there as you guys are right now listening to me talk about it.
I bet not.
That's how comfortable it was. Thank you for that great service. Appreciate it. Not cool, great. But I got in there, right? At first, it's me just laying there, uncomfortable in this big pool full of water. I pull the pod down, so you're just closed. You can't see anything. Sensory deprivation. I'm just in there. Cut to an hour later. What? I'm in there. Yeah, you're in there for hours. It's crazy. So when you start, I'm just in there. It's just me, salt water. Cut to the end. I'm relaxed. It's just me, salt water, and like 200 million farts. Like I filled that thing to the brim with farts. I've written in. I think they're going to add it to their video. Do not eat Mexican food in the single weeks for your floats. My girlfriend and I, we were friends for a really long time before we dated. We were friends for like 5 years before we dated. Right? And that's a long time to be someone's friend and you really want to kiss them, right? I'm glad we're dating now. I'm really glad because I love her a lot. Loved her for a long time. And it changes a lot of things that happened while we were just friends and makes them a lot less creepy once you know how the story ends. Right? It's like at the end, or it's like in Harry Potter when you find out Snape's actually a pretty good guy. You guys aren't in Harry Potter? Okay, cool. It's like in Harry Potter when Snape kills Dumbledore, it looks really bad, and then when you find out, did you spoil Harry Potter for someone? I am on book 4. It is my tradition to read them 20 years after they came out, and you just ruined it for me. But it's like that. It's like that part, or it's like that part where Snape tries to kiss Harry Potter all those times because he really, really, really misreads things. That was me. That was. This one time, my girlfriend and I were just friends. We've been hanging out all day. Just really good friends hanging out. And I left her house. I went home. I still had a lot of things I wanted to say that I didn't have the courage to tell everyone face to face. So I'm sitting there. It's just me and my cat, or in my room, with my cat. I was upset, but I was not that lonely. It was just me in there with the cat. The cat took me like, what a dumbass. She was right this time. And I'm sitting there thinking, wanting to tell this girl all these feelings. I mean, you remember that feeling. Like, most people experience it in like middle school, but I was like 21. But the feelings were still strong. So I'm sitting there like working up the courage to call her and tell her how I feel about her. And when you know it, my phone rings. So I pick it up, look at it. It's WSU call. Asking for money. So I deny the call and get back to like, you have that pit in your stomach. And it only happens when you're about to like get in a car accident or like check your bank account. Like, oh, this isn't gonna end well for me. And I called her. She picked up. She says hello, and I said, hey, what's your date? No working up to it. It's not a paraphrase of what I said. That's what happened. You know what she said? She said, are you drunk? It was sad. There was a long time where that story was not funny. There was a long time where that was a creepy thing to do. But it's all better now because we're dating. It changes things. I wasn't misreading the signals, I was just a little too early. I'm living with her now. And what's my favorite thing about living with her is that I never have to buy sheets again. She handles all that. I had to buy sheets once. So I went to the store and I figured, what's the best way to buy sheets? You go and you buy the big combo pack that has everything you can possibly need, right? Wrong. Don't do that because you end up with crummy versions of things you do need and a bunch of things you don't need. So I bought this and I was stuck for a while there. I had sheets with a thread count in like the single digits. And like 4 European shams. Whatever in the heck those are. It's better now, I don't have to worry about that. I have a girlfriend, but I still have a few crushes. A few celebrity crushes. Number 1, Rachel Ray. She has those big arms I just want wrapped around me and just take me off into sleep. I wanted to learn how to cook one time, so I figured what's the best way to learn how to cook? You watch Rachel Ray, right? You figure you just watch like 2-3 shows, you're a pretty good cook. Wrong. Rachel Ray doesn't have time to cover the things that I need to know. She doesn't go over what to use to replace your oregano that expired in 2007. She doesn't go over how measurements need to be readjusted when you're cooking 8 tall boys deep. She doesn't go over proper dicing techniques when 2/3 of your counter space is taken up by a microwave. Rough. Second celebrity crush, Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift. Ask the comedians we listened to her on the way up here. My car, my rules. My girlfriend's car, my rules still, because she isn't there. That's how that works. I like Taylor Swift. I love Taylor Swift, but I think she sets some unfair expectations for both genders, really. Right? With girls, she takes these emotions and these strong emotions, she turns them into these metaphors and these songs and these beautiful things. If girls I talked to had to write songs about me, they'd be called things like, I only sat next to you because it was the only empty seat on the bus. Or, your sunglasses are more see-through than you think they are. Or, this number is for this group project only. She sets unfair expectations for guys too, I think. She has a song called